Welcome back, everybody, from the super long break that I decided to take for no definitive reason at all. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down a beat. I spent a lot of time on it, so I'm kind of excited. Let's get into it. Alright, so today's beat, I focused very heavily for about a week and a half on structuring and mixing. As you guys can see, it's definitely structured a lot better and color coded and all kinds of fancy stuff. I spent a lot of time on this, so I'm really excited to show it off. So I guess let's start by getting into the samples. So there's actually only one sample. I just flipped it in a couple different ways. The bass sample sounds a little bit like this. That's the guitar sample I used throughout it. The one I just played is for the chorus and intro, and it has some compression, reverb, and EQ. All stuff to just beef up the sound, because when stacked on top of itself, it actually sounds really big and just has a lot of energy. The compression just works well when it's stacked on top of itself for whatever reason. So that's what I had for the intro and the chorus section. After that, I went straight into the verse because I wanted to get that out as soon as I could. So you guys see here that there's an outro. I did the exact same thing to them. All it was a high and low cut with a little bit of boost and reverb to just kind of drown it out but still keep that presence. Assuming that there's any kind of like singer or rapper on it, it just gives them room to have their verse. So transitioning the chorus from the verse was originally just going to be like a stark, like it was just going to go chorus then verse, but I actually accidentally reversed the chorus sample, and it sounds like this. The final thing I did with the sample was, instead of stacking the two original samples, I went ahead and duplicated it and pitched it up 12 semitones, which essentially just boosts the octave. So it sounds like this. There's a little bit of EQ on it. I didn't really mess with the reverb too much just because it drowned out the original chorus. I didn't want it to do that. I just wanted to add like a subtle difference to it because it was the final chorus. That should do it for the samples. Let's get into the drums. Alright, so for the drums, I laid out the kick and the snare pretty much instantly. That didn't really change much as I was building the song. Aside from the verse where it goes into halftime and the snare plays literally half as much as it does in the chorus. After that, I went into a hi-hat. It's the same thing through the verse and the chorus. It just sounds like this. And it just works really well with the high energy chorus, and I was actually really lucky I didn't have to like redesign the entire pattern because it actually sounds really good with the halftime too. So in the verse it sounds like this. The crash is pretty straightforward and the reverse is pretty straightforward. So it sounds like this. And then one more time in the verse, it's the same crash, just with a little bit of a delay. So the bass line was actually really rough. It went from a sub bass to like a guitar bass, and then finally to this 808. I ended up settling on the 808 just because it was a lot more fun than all the other stuff. And it just sounds like this. That has a little bit of distortion on it and an EQ, I think. In the verse, it's pretty much the same thing without the distortion, and it's a simpler pattern. So that should do it for the 808. Altogether, the drums sound like this. There's really not much else to it. That should do it for the beat and the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys are new, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, because We are 28 off of 300, and that is very exciting. So go ahead and do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you don't miss an upload. I'm gonna try and get back on my schedule. Obviously, it's been a while, but before I left, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to all you guys. The support's been greatly appreciated, and just because I've been gone doesn't mean I haven't seen it, because I still have notifications on for the Q Beats channel. So anytime you guys subscribe, comment, like, or anything, I still see it. So you guys aren't going unnoticed. Anyway, that should be it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys hopefully next week.